The following is a presentation of National Speed Sport News.
Welcome to Oswego Speedway in Oswego, New York, also known as the Steel Palace. This track plays exclusive host to the Novelis Supermodified series. Tonight, some of the best open wheel racers in the world will vie for one of the most important crowns in supermodified racing. You win this race, and you earn the title of Mr. Supermodified. Hi everybody, welcome to the 28th annual Mr. Novelis Supermodified event here at Oswego. Ralph Sheheen alongside Johnny Benson. Johnny, this is a huge event for these drivers.
Well, it is a huge event. It's great for the fans, great race. Really looking forward to it.
And what a racetrack and event this is here in Oswego. For more on why this event is so important to the drivers in today's field, here's Derek Pernesiglio.
You know, guys, there's three signature events that they run here at the Oswego Speedway. The Jim Champagne Memorial, the Oswego Classic, and tonight, it's the 28th annual Mr. Supermodified 75. The reason why they circle this on their calendar? Simple. It pays 10 grand to win. A lot of money is on the line tonight. 25 laps is the extra distance for these race cars, but all of these drivers tonight want to sit in victory lane. There's been some big names that have won here. Drivers like Doug Hevron and Steve Joya, not to mention Gene Lee Gibson. They've all come here to compete in the Mr. Supermodified 75. It's a prestigious race, and we are glad to bring it to you tonight on Speed Sport.
Well, Derek is exactly correct. That $10,000, Johnny, would make a big difference in a lot of these drivers' budgets. We do have three former winners in tonight's field. The caution laps won't count. We're going to do all 75 of these laps green flag.
Oh, absolutely. 75 laps of green flag racing is the best for the race fans.
The guy who has owned this event more than anybody other is Mike Ordway with 6 victories. Now let's take a look at what it's like running around the Steel Palace. Tim Snyder giving us this onboard view.
That's just such a great shot. You know, most of the guys are going to go down in on the bottom. Turn 2 is pretty simple corner. You just kind of come up, glide up to the top here. Turn 3, you can really fly into this corner here. But here's where it gets tricky. You make the turn here and watch these bumps. You see the thing bouncing around out there. Very, very hard to get a hold of this racetrack.
Now I'll show you what it looks like off the backside of these cars. Randy Ritzkis taking a look back here.
That's just such a great shot. You can see it got high in the inside. Just bam, just really gets a good run on the bottom there.
Spectacular cars, wild racetrack, all mixed for some really unique views. Well, let's tell you a little bit about the heat race winners. Tim Devendorf got heat number 1 today.
Oh, absolutely. He ran really fast in the race. Should be a good good contender for tonight.
He's going to start second in the main event. Tim Snyder in the beautiful red and white 0. He will start third. He was a winner of heat number 2.
Yep, and one of our onboard cameras we just watched there.
Dave Danzer, he made his way to victory lane after the heat races in his 52 car. He's going to start 4th after winning heat race number 3. Now, the pole sitter is based on a point system. Derek Pernesiglio standing by with him.
Ralph, Brian Sweeney finished 3rd in his heat race earlier today here at the Oswego Speedway. That earned him the pole for the night, and he drives car number 3. Are you hoping, Brian, that that's a good omen for you?
We hope so. You know, last year we had a good car, but ended up second. This year the car, I think, has a little bit better, more forward bite, and besides being a little tight getting in, I think it'll be good for the future.
Is there any change in race strategy? Usually you guys race a 50-lap race weekly here, but now it's 25 more laps.
Not that much. Just got to make sure that if you're normally a little free at the end of a 50, you know, just make sure you're a little bit more snug to start the feature, I think, and you'll be all set.
Brian Sweeney is going to bring the field to the green tonight.
Alongside of him is going to be Tim Devendorf. Every time we bring the Speed Sport cameras up here at Oswego, he starts second. He'll start second again tonight.
Well, the last time the Supermodifieds were on Speed Sport, this guy, Tim Devendorf, started on the outside pole. And Tim, do you have any strategy working on the outside going into turn 1 for the start of this race?
Again, the goal is to get the lead on the start of the race, and we'll see what we can do on that. I know last race we had this spot, but we had some motor problems, broke a couple valve springs, so kind of put us out early. It's a long race, 75 laps, so hopefully we get out front, kind of sail out there for a little bit and, you know, take care of our tires and see what happens.
Is it harder being on the outside on these initial starts?
I actually like it better on the outside because coming out of forward, it pinches off a little bit and you get a little bit more momentum run on the outside. So personally, I like the outside a little bit better.
Well, of course he likes running the outside. He's a dirt track racer by heart, so he loves putting it up on the cushion.
Well, Keith Champagne will have his 55 in the field tonight, and he'll carry one of our Speed Sport onboard cameras for us, hopefully giving us some great views as he works his way through the field. We're coming right back to Oswego to crown Mr. Supermodified. Stay with us.
Since 1934, National Speed Sport News has been America's motorsports authority. Every month, Speed Sport magazine comes alive with stunning photography, insightful commentary, and in-depth features. You will get the full story with Speed Sport magazine. To start your home delivery of America's motorsports authority, log on to nationalspeedsportnews.com and hit the big yellow subscribe button. Be the fan in the know. Just go to nationalspeedsportnews.com and click subscribe.